Hey, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to my channel. Sorry for the late uploads and the fucked up schedule. Today I'm doing something different. Today I'm going to do a tier list on one of my favorite artists. His name is Josh A, and his alter ego Lil Revive. I have searched up a tier list with his recent albums, all up to his Lonely Vibes album and his latest Grim Peaks 3 on his Lil Revive album as well. I don't have Lonely Vibes Deluxe though. That's the one thing I don't have. But other than that, I have all of the albums here. And I say we get started. I'm gonna go through them as the order they're in right now. So first off, we have Blessed 3. This one I would like to put at B. So with this album, I have one favorite song. It is "Empty Bottles" and "Dark Thoughts" with Foti. "Empty Bottles" is probably my favorite song on this album, as it's like it sticks out to me. Other than that, I'm not too sure about the other songs, but this one does stick out. "All I Do Is Sit in My House All Day" is also another good song. That's the first song in the album. But yeah, I'm gonna put it here because like this is still like him starting off. This was like after Better Off Dead 1, I believe. Okay, Blessed 2, this is before Better Off Dead 1. Now this one I'm gonna put here. Sole reason being is because a lot of my songs that I listen to are on this album. So we have Late Nights, Retro Jason, Ultra Rare, Rust with Jake Hill. You have Nuketown, Trenches. Like I have a lot of songs that I like on this. Like it might be S, but I'm keeping it here. I'm being very strict with this tier list right now. Blessed 2, one of my favourite covers for albums ever as well. That is an amazing art cover. Blessed 1. I'm going to put this at C because I have like one or two songs out of the entire album that I actually like, and again, this is like him just starting off, so he's not good. He's not like, I'm not gonna say bad, but he wasn't good either on this album because he was just starting off. Now, these are the Blessed Trilogy. So we have Blessed 2 at the top with A, Blessed 3 B, and Blessed 1 C. Moving on to the Better Off Dead albums. Okay, so we have Better Off Dead 3. Oh, it's either one of these two. I love this album. No, I'm gonna put it at S. Some of my favourite songs in this album. So you have Rest in Pieces, you have Solemn Witch, you have Mate. Let me just get it up real quick. So you have Purge, Dead and Gone, Trick or Treat, Too Many Dead, Survive, Not Afraid of Dying, Solemn Witch, Red Dot, Hocus Pocus, Rest in Peace. I love all of these songs. I'm not too much of a fan of the bonus songs after the outro. And the skits, obviously, they're just interludes. There's some hard bangers in this album. I'm going to put it above Blessed 2. It's up there, but I'm not going to put it at S. Better Off Dead 2, this was the shortest one out of all of them. I think this was like 6 songs. I'm going to put this below Blessed 3 at B. I have a couple songs that I enjoyed out of that. Let me just get it up real quick. Better Off Dead 2. Flexorcist is my favourite. Yeah, it's only 7 songs and 2 of them are interludes. So there's technically only 5 songs in this album. I'm going to put it at B, below Blessed 3. Flexorcist stands out to me as most songs do. But it's like, I really love the storytelling songs, I guess you could say. And Flexus is like, I've sort of inspired a song based off Flexus as well. I highly suggest go and watch it, or listen to it, I mean, sorry. Anyway, it's Better Off Dead 1, the first collaboration album Jake Hill and Josh A made. I'm going to put this at B above Better Off Dead 2. Now, with this album, again, I'm being very strict here. Let me just get it up. This was before Blessed 3, after Blessed 2, so this was in between Blessed 2 and Blessed 3. This is the first collaboration album Jake Hill and Josh A made, and it does have some bangers. One of them being an internet sensation called Suicidal Thoughts. Amazing song, by the way. My favourite songs in this album are probably Suicidal Thoughts, Rust, Nuketown, and Gucci Coffin. Now with this one, I feel like Josh A got a bit carried. I don't want to say carried because he held his own, but I feel like he sort of slacked behind on this album a bit. But no need to discredit him or anything. It's an amazing album, and if it weren't for this, we wouldn't have had Better Off Dead 2 or Better Off Dead 3. Now, next one, Chaos. Ooh. Let me see. Okay. Only one song really sticks out on this album for me, and that's Endless Nightmare. I'm gonna put this at above Blessed 1. It was a good message with this album. I believe this is the second or third album they made with each other. The second album they made with each other, okay. This one, Endless Nightmare, is the only one that really sticks out to me on this one. The others I don't really listen to that much. But don't get me wrong, Endless Nightmare is an amazing song. It sends such a good message. Anyways, moving on. Disgrace. Probably when I first came back to him, I started listening to both of them in 2017, and then after like a year I took a break, and then like last year I came back to them, and this album I listened to a lot, so I'm gonna put this at A, below Blessed 2. Now, Josh himself said that he wasn't too happy with this album because he was only experimenting, but it doesn't make the excuse that it wasn't his best album either. However, I love some songs on this album. So, we have, I don't really listen to Disgrace that much, Lone Wolf Squad, So Tired, I Miss My Ex, Outbreak, Darkness and Save Me. They're like the songs I listen to on repeat every single time from this album. Darkness, probably my favourite song on this album, because he's taken on his side and his alter ego side, Lil Revive, in one song altogether, and he makes references across both, as in saying, in Lil Revive's part, he's like, "Tell the Reaper I'm sorry." That's one of the songs in Lil Revive's album, Grim Peaks, and then Josh himself mentions Heartbreaks, which is another song he made with Jake in his Save Our Souls album. Yeah, this is a great album. Like, other than a few songs, like, obviously, like, this is my opinion. Your opinion could be completely different to mine, but I'm gonna keep it here below Blessed 2. Fearless. Oh, okay. This one, I'm putting this on S tier. Reason being, probably when he made this, best album to date. 15 songs, 2019, 2018, 2019. This is like early 2019. This is before Save Our Souls and after Better Off Dead 3. Songs that I listen to from this album, I listen to Used To, Waste Away, In Flames, Silence, Pain, Broken. Pretty much all of the like second half of the album I listen to. Um, Fearless, I actually don't really listen to Fearless that much, to be honest. I do listen to the songs that are at the start here and then, but I don't listen to them as much as the second half. Like Silence, Man of the Year, Pain, his best-selling solo single with 94 million views, about to reach 100 million on Spotify, and I think it has like 60 million something on YouTube as well, which is crazy. Everybody can relate to at least one song on this album, which I find amazing about that, so that's why it's at S tier. Okay, Grim Peaks. Oh, okay. Grim Peaks 3. Let's just get it up real quick. Grim Peaks 3. This is the latest one he dropped just before Deluxe of Lonely Vibes. It's a 7-part album, 6 if you're not counting the intro. He definitely chose to go for a harder version on this album, with obviously the typical emo type songs at the end. I love Your Float 2, Dead Ops, 666, and I Don't Feel at Home in This World Anymore. Those songs stick out to me, and for that reason, it's going at the top of A. I personally love this. I wasn't expecting it either. He just dropped out of nowhere during Halloween as well to fit the mood in. It was an amazing. He picked the right time. Great songs. I don't know what else to say. It's just a good album. Grim Peaks 2. Okay. This one, Grim Peaks 2. I've listened to Dead by Daylight, Only Trending When You're Dead, and Skeleton Ave. Those are the 3 songs that stick out of the 7-song track list. I fucking love Dead by Daylight. I got inspiration from Skeleton Ave to make a song which is one of my best songs to have been made yet. I highly suggest go and listen to it because it's amazing. It basically just tells his story about becoming a rapper from when he first started to now doing all this stuff that he's doing right now. For that reason, I'm going to put it at S tier, below Fearless. I really love this album a lot. Grim Peaks 1, okay. Grim Peaks 1. When he first released this, it definitely was a dark ass album now looking back at it. I'm a fan of it, but I'm not keen on like listening to it, bumping it out, because it feels really weird listening to songs about a person wanting to die, you know. But don't get me wrong, the songs are banging. I will listen to these songs on my own. I Never Asked to Exist, Hurts to Exist, with Darko, and then the song Even Though I Live I Don't Feel Alive. That song was like one of the first ones that he made when he was like proper like shouting at one part. and it felt different. He changed up his game when he started like shouting his lyrics. I really love that part because it hit different, if you know what I mean. I Don't Feel So Good. When I first heard I Don't Feel So Good, I couldn't stop playing it. Banging song. Grim Peaks, great way to introduce the album. Tell the Reaper I'm Sorry, again, banger. I don't know what else I can say. These songs are bangers. I'm gonna say below Grim Peaks 3, but higher than Better Off Dead 3. This one I can't really judge because I haven't listened to it, so for that reason I'm gonna go D. I am. It's not that I don't find it bad. I just haven't really listened to it because I don't feel like listening to it. So it's probably gonna be the only thing in D, to be honest. This is Lil Revive and Lil Trash, which is Jake Hill's alter ego. This is the first album he made as Lil Revive, if I'm not mistaken. Let me just check. Yeah, it's the first album he made as Lil Revive in 2017. Okay, yeah, for that reason I'm going to put it at D because I just haven't listened to it and I don't feel like listening to it. Graveyard, okay, Graveyard. With this one, okay, I'm going to put this at higher than Blessed 1. It's a great way to introduce Lil Revive. Like, this is like his first album that he started to break through as Lil Revive without a collaboration album. It's a great album. Nothing's wrong with it. I don't know what else, but it's not as good as the albums up here is my issue. Nothing really sticks out to me because I don't really listen to many songs on the album, but when I do enjoy them. But it's not like a go-to album, to say the least. Lonely Vibes, his recent album. I fucking love this album a lot. I'm going to put this, okay. I'm going to pretend this is Deluxe Edition and put it at S tier. Right there. Lonely Vibes is his most recent album. Let me just get the Deluxe Edition up real quick. I was so hyped when he first dropped this album. I think it's his first album that's this long. It's almost an hour long. It's 59 minutes with 24 songs. I think this is his longest album yet. No Mercy, when that dropped, holy shit. When No Mercy dropped, I didn't know what else to say. It was insane. Bloodlust, another fan favourite. All of the 8 songs, or 7 songs if you're not counting the intro, all 7 songs in the Deluxe, fucking bangers. And then when he first introduced Lonely Vibes, the first song was Bad Dreams. Loved that song. Trauma, loved it. Addiction, loved it. Easier, loved it. I like how he started to go back into like the EDM electronic dubstep with Arcando, who's a sort of EDM artist, I believe. Yeah. I like how he started going back to it. Painless, banger. Anxious, banger. Let You Go. It was a nice change of pace between the album. It was like a slow guitar, singy song. It sort of reminded me of Ed Sheeran, which he actually gets reminded of a lot. Oh, he gets reminded that he looks like Ed Sheeran, and the song just reminds me of Ed Sheeran in general as well. It's a banging song. Then Doubt Me, this is his solo EDM dubstep song. Amazing. California. Only album I'm not too much of a fan of is Negative Thoughts, because I'm not really too much of the punk rock. But overall, Outlaw's a great song, even though I literally just said punk rock is not my thing. But Outlaw just has something about it that I really like. It's definitely the chorus. Anybody with Andrew Wade. Amazing. Then he has his Painless remixes as well, which I don't really listen to much, but they do bang. And for that reason, Lonely Vibes is S tier. Retroland. I've started listening to this again. I'm gonna put this at B tier. No, I'm gonna put it higher than Better Off Dead 1. Now, in Retroland, I love the first three songs already. Legendary, Evolution, and Ninja. Oh my god, I can't stop playing Ninja. I've listened back to it recently and I can't stop playing it. The way he flows into it. Oh my god. And then Broken Stress. Amazing. John Wick. This is before Better Off Dead 2 or was it after? This is after Better Off Dead 2. So he's already released John Wick before this album came out, but it was a nice addition. No Shima remix with Lonely Mailbox, local COD YouTuber, Zombies. Yeah, I'm gonna put it at high B tier because I don't listen to all of the songs, but the select few songs I listen to fucking bang. Retroland 1. This one I don't listen to a lot, but when I do, I like a few songs from it. This is the one after Blessed 1. Sorry. I'm gonna put it B tier right here. This album contained. This is when I first got back into Josh A. When I started listening to some of his old stuff like So Wavy, Cowboy 97, Lost Boy, No Sleep. Those songs stick out to me. Love them. It's amazing. And for that reason, it's gonna be at the bottom B tier because it's not the best out of all of these, but it's higher than these in my opinion. Slasher. This is after Graveyard before Grim Peaks in his Low Revive project. I'm going to put this in between Grim Peaks 1 and Grim Peaks 3. It was the longest album he made on Low Revive. And it had a lot of the... He sort of... Every time he made a song on this, it sort of like switched the pace of it. So like he goes from Gravedigger, which is like hard, to like Last Night I Accepted Death with Open Arms. Like I feel like with this one he sort of like went from hard, and as the album sort of went down, it started to get more dark. I feel like that's what he tried to do, but I might be missing a huge bullet right now. But yeah, I love Slasher. It's one of my favourite albums ever on the Revive, and for that reason it's going in between Green Peaks 3 and Green Peaks 1. Save Our Souls. Top of... Ooh, okay. It's going to go here. In front of Better Off Death 3 and before Green Peaks 1. Actually, I'm gonna put it there. Save Our Souls was the first time Jake and Josh decided to not go for a rap and more of like a... I don't know what you would really call it, but they didn't try to go for like the rap this time. They tried to go for like a slow... They basically changed up their entire game with this album. The songs that stick out to me is Worst Mistakes, Lost You in the Fire, Heartbreaks, Won't Die Young, and Brighter. Every song on this album bangs. I don't really listen to Cycles or Better Alone a lot, but overall this album bangs. This is like, I want to say 2018 to 2019 is when Josh started to become really good at his game. Flow Awakens. I'm gonna put this at D above. I forgot what that's called. Fuck. But yeah, I'm gonna put that above on the D tier. The Flow Awakens is when he started to rap. It wasn't like his first official album. Blessed One was, but this is when he started to rap, basically. I think it was. And then this is when he made the song with Mr. DELUXE, and that really boosted his career. No Chill, it's an EDM dubstep song. It's the one that sticks out the most. The song that most people have listened to on this album, with 14.6 million views. But yeah, I don't listen to it. I'm gonna be honest. I'm not too much of a fan of his EDM stuff, other than Doubt Me and Easier in his Lonely Vibes album, because those bang, and it's not just dubstep, EDM, because there's lyrics to them. And okay, let's move on. The oldies. Again, I don't listen to it, so I'm gonna put it at D tier. Nothing really sticks out. He only just released his old songs that he wasn't too happy of, but if he wanted people to listen to them, then they can go back and listen to them, obviously. I haven't. I don't really intend to, because I'm much more of a fan of the stuff he's making now. As you can probably tell from the diversity of this album. This album tier list, sorry. But yeah, that's all I really have to say about the oldies. You're Not Alone. Oof. This is going... You know what? I'm putting this at the very top. You're Not Alone was an album that he made to talk about more of his life, more about how he was living through stress, anxiety, all of those things. He's much more open in this album. Considering how much story he tells in these songs, plus the hard ass bangers Omen's Warzone and Revenge along with it. Amazing. You're Not Alone, probably his most deepest song he's made, about just telling his life. He definitely expressed his emotions and thoughts throughout You're Not Alone. That song's one of my favourites. Even if people say I'm not gonna replay it, because it's not something that should be replayed, I will be playing You're Not Alone, because that song is relatable to a lot of people, and about how he went through his childhood, how he's suffering and stuff. He just speaks out about everything in You're Not Alone. Lost, he expresses how people tell him he's perfect when he's not, because there's some side to him that people don't know about. Omen's Wars and Revenge, the hard songs that he put on this album. Then you have Scars. This is where he talks about stuff that's affected him in the past and still is now. Mood Swings. I don't listen to a lot, but when I do, I love the song, if that makes sense. Same with Dead Roses and Runaway. I don't listen to these a lot, but when I do, they're amazing. Anxiety 2 interlude. For some reason, I really like this interlude, even though you're not really meant to listen to interludes a lot. Oh shit. For some reason, I love this interlude. I love the start of it. I wish it was a full song, because it sounds amazing. The Truth, Gravestone, Lost, You're Not Alone. That's the entire reason why it's at S tier, at the very top. Anyways, that is my Josh A tier list. for this video. Now, as I said, this is my opinion. You can disagree or agree. That's your opinion. This is how I felt. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this. If you did, please give it a like, subscribe if you're new, comment down below on what you want me to do next, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Goodbye.